Riddley Walker, Chapter 7. This what I'm writing down now. It's the night after my dad's burning, the night I took the scar. It been pissin' down rain since before we left Widder's Dump. I always like it, the rain. Like it on my back track coming up to high ground in the dark. Seeing our night fires through the rain and smelling the meat smell from the divvy roof. After meat, I gone up on the high walk and looking out for good parley and Orphy. Listening to the rain dumbing down on my hard cloth hood and thinking how it will sound on dogskin. Soon I heard the horn blow, use a show, then the point heavies come out of the rainy dark into the light of the gatehouse torches. One of them looked up at me and said, "Truba not, use a show." I never know it good parley and Orphing say on their own truba, not they always sent a heavy in front of them. I said, "No truba." Then I opened, and in they come heavies first. Good parley and Orphing didn't come through the gate till their own men were in the gatehouse. They wouldn't walk under a gatehouse otherwise. Soon's they come in, the little kids all come splooshing through the puddles in the torchlight singing, "No Roompa, no Dum, no Zangaton Yusa come." All of them running to touch the fit up and feeling for the figures in it. Good parley smiling with his big square teeth like he love it childer, and Orphing shoving them out of the way. The heavies gone to the divvy roof, all but two, as come to my shelter with good parley and Orphing for the watcher. First one heavy gone in, then the big two, then the other heavy, then me. When Dad been alive, I always been there when he done the watcher. This time doing it myself and with the big two, not just regular Usisho men, it took me strange. Dad's thing all round the shelter, his weapons and his rack hanging on their pegs, his paper and ink and pens on the locker, his DOS bag, even his smell still there, his smoke and his sweat, but no Dad. The black and red spotted dogskin pegged on the wall with the forelegs outstretched and the candle flame shimmying in the wind. Orphing unslung the fit up and leaned it against the wall. Good parley put down his weapons and we all sat down. One heavy squatting by the door and the other standing guard outside. Good parley said, "Watcher?" I said, "2 cuts hash and 50 rizlas each. Our meat, your meat, twice. Eat here, sleep here, eat for the outpath and safe crowd to the new fence." Not that the big two ever meet it nor sleep at our fence, but that's what you said. Good parley said, "Done." I give the hash and the rizlas, then we all rolled up and smoked it, smelling the rain and listening to it dumbing on the thatch. Outside, the little kids were zanting in the puddles. They were singing, "No Rumpa, no Dum, no Zangaton Yusa come." Good parley said, "It's too bad about your dad, Riddley." I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Well, that's behind us now, isn't it? Now you're going to be the new connection man and making new connections." I said, "No, it ain't just behind us, it's all round us. Over and under as well." That were the hash talking. He said, "Well, yes, everything is, isn't it? Now you'll be taking the scar, though, and looking ahead." I said, "Yes, there's a lot to look ahead to, like croaking iron at Widder's Dump. We do the croaking and they get the iron." He said, "Riddley, there's other things to do as well." I said, "Yes, and they all smell of cow shit, don't they?" He said, "Riddley, there's a time for everything, and the time for moving crowds is past, isn't it? You take a crowd of 30 or 40 out foraging animals and moving one place to another. They're using up more ground nor 100, maybe 150 living on the land, and forming it with stalks and growings. You can't just have all of inland with your forage ground no more." I said, "Looks like we can't have none of it. Them forms be largening in our forage ground and squeezing us out little by little. Why don't you just finish the job and be done with it? If our times pass, why don't you just wipe us out altogether? The heavy by the door looked over to Good Parley like asking with his eyes should he stop me. Orphan said to me, "You best not work your job too hard. Your head might come loose all of a sudden." Good Parley said to Orphan, "He's all right, Ernie. He just gets easy stoned." Then he said to me, "I don't mind taking a little time with someone if I think they've got a mind for it. Ridley, you're going to be taking the scar. You must know your USA. Do you have USA 31 in memberment?" I said it off the same. 31. Yusa said, "Is this a dream?" The little man said, "No." Yusa said, "Was the other a dream then? When I had a wife and a childer?" The little man said, "No, Yusa, that wasn't no dream, nor this ain't no dream. It's all one thing, nor you can't wake up out of it." Yusa said, "I can die out of it though, can't I?" The little man said, "Yusa, you die out of this place and you'll just find me in another place. You'll find me in the wood, you'll find me on the water, you'll find me in the stone. You look anywhere and I will be there." Good Parley said, "Well said, Ridley. Now tell me this. If Yusa can't wake up out of it, then what's he got to do?" I said, "Wake up into it." He said, "That's it. And if Yusa can't die out of it, then what's he got to do?" I said, "Live into it." He said, "Very good. And where's he going to find that little shining man?" I said, "In the wood, or on the water, or in the stone." He said, "Oh, yes, that's what it says in USA 31. You've learnt it off all right." "Well, what about it then? You've seen stones and wood and water. Have you seen that little shining man?" I said, "How do you mean that?" He said, "I mean it like I say it, with your eyes. Have you seen that little shining man in the wood, or on the water, or in the stone?" I said, "No." He said, "Been looking for him, have you?" I said, "No." He said, "Why not? Wouldn't you be interested to see him? See if he's in one piece or two or whatever?" I said, "I don't know how you're asking that." He said, "I'm asking straight." I said, "The little shining man ain't nothing I would look for. Not with my eyes anyhow." Good Parley said, "You don't think he's nothing real, do you? You don't think he's nothing only an idea." I said, "Do you?" He said, "Ridley, what if I told you I'm looking for that little shining man, looking for him to put him together? Would you call that good or bad?" I said, "Good." Good Parley said to Orphan, "You see what I mean, Ernie? Everybody wants it put together. You ask anyone, they will say the same thing. It's the natural way to feel." Orphan said, "He ain't talking on the same little shining man as you, and well, you know it." Good Parley said, "There's just only the one little shining man, and well, you know it, Ernie. It don't matter what you think. You're talking on he is what he is. His self, he never claimed he were the knowing of it. He just only said he were the showing of it." "Which is blip," said Orphan, "like I've always said." "Which is blip, and more'n that is realness and all," said Good Parley. Orphan said, "He's realness right enough, but he won't never be your kind of realness, Abel. He ain't nothing you can dig up like old iron. He weren't never meant to be that." Good Parley said, "Now we are coming to the cursed roads of it, Ernie. Now we're getting down to interpretation. You're the man for that, are you? You're the man for what it all means?" Orphan said, "Yes, I'm the man for what it all means. Anybody is as looks at what's there nor don't look at what ain't there. What the little shining man is, he just whatever can't never be put together. There ain't no more in that to it, nor you can't make it to be more. Anything as can be put together ain't the little shining man, it's something else. The hash must have had him purr well, loosen up. I never heard him say that much before. Good Parley said, Ernie, you are such a downer. You are going to down yourself right into the ground one day. You can't say what you like. I'm saying we will get it put together. We've got it all in front of us and going to make it happen. You're looking sideways, but I'm looking frontways and going to get everybody moving that way, form and fence both. I don't come big too to stand in the mud and sing for boats in the air. We are going to do things here. We are going to get things moving. It sounded to me like the two of them were each one talking to himself, not to the other. I didn't really want to get mixed up in it. I just kept shut. Good Parley looking over to me then, he said, Ridley, do you think I'm stupid? I said, why would I think that? He said, I don't know, because I've got little eyes and I smile too much. Because you're young. Well, never mind. You must be per well tired of us two sitting here and moping mincery binces back and forth. You must be bored to death with it. Pretty soon you won't even want to be no connection man. You won't want no part of all that foolishness. I said, oh yes I will. I'm on for it. He said, you want that scar, don't you? Want to be connection man and follow on your dad? I said, I might as well keep it going down the line. He said, why keep it going? You think it's something good? I said, I don't know. I never thought on that part of it. It's what my dad done and I will do it and all. He said, yes, why not? Ridley, would you tell me if you thought I were stupid? I said, if you ask it me. He said, yes, I believe you would. Well, all right. Let's put that scar on you and get you started doing your connections. We got to the divvy roof then for the scar take. Torches burning and the whole crowd there. Before we done it, Good Parley and Orphy fitted up for the show what they would be doing right after. The show I would be watching with the new scar on my belly and thinking on my first connection. Lorna Else went up front with us for letting the blood and cutting in the scar. Good Parley and me stripped off down to our trousers and stood facing each other with all the crowd looking on. I had to stand on some firewood so my belly would be high enough. Orphy standing next to me to tell me what to say. I said to Good Parley, where's Yusa? He said, in my belly, fear belly and brave belly, hot and cold, empty and full. I said, where's his mark? He said, on me from another, on him from another. You asking for that mark? I said, I'm asking for that mark. He said, how will they know it when it's on you? I said, it's on me to make it known. Lorna Elswit took her needle and let some blood out of Good Parley's right arm and smeared it on a scar. Good Parley said, my belly to your belly and your belly to Yusa. He shoved his hairy belly against me so hard the firewood I were stood on gone sliding, and I had to grab him not to fall down. He said, take that for a blip. I stepped back with his pernit on my blood on the right side of me. 3 strokes for Yusa. Whichever way you pernit it on, it's never backwards. Lorna took the knife and cut it into me. Then she pressed the clay into it and she tied the wrappings round. Then I couldn't see them 3 strokes. I could feel them though, throbbing a little, and I thought of them like 3 mouths on me and waiting to say something. Waiting to say my first connection after I seen the Yusa show.